This video chart presentation of Daystar Technologies Inc. Daystar trades on the NASDAQ Capital Markets under the ticker DSTI. I believe these guys are in the solar field, which hasn't been the greatest play in the world lately. But the chart's very interesting because it's in a pretty tight channel from around 50 cents down here to around 22 cents. It's on the lower side of that channel right now, so this is worth keeping on radar to see if this bottom support's going to hold. You can see the channel also comes out in the MACD. A little bit of a downward channel, but pretty clear. Histogram's trending back towards zero, tells the bullish cross could be coming in the MACD. Very similar look to the PPO. ADX actually got extremely high, up around 60, but it's pulled back down. Not a lot of strength of the direction right now. Positive DI, negative DI, pretty neutral. MFI's dove off as the price per share is falling back down to the bottom side of the channel, making a move upward right now. Accumulation distribution, this doesn't give a very great read overall, as it continually is making lower lows, but a little bit of a different look in the shaken money flow, trending back towards zero. So not getting a whole lot from those two indicators combined. And of course, shaken money flow is based on the accumulation distribution. CCI has pushed its way back through negative 100. Bottom feeders indeed like to see that. They'll use that break as a buy point. They'd hold it until it breaks back down through negative 100. Full stow is starting to make a turn, come out of oversold territory. A little bit of momentum's coming into play. And the trick's it moves pretty slow, so the odds of it making a new high or low are pretty remote. But what I'd be looking for is just for it to roll somewhere right around here. Basically try and maintain that level. Identify it as a baseline. RSIs, again, in bear chart territory, holding underneath 50, but making a turn. I'd want to see them break back up to the bullish side of this indicator, move back up over top of 50. The reason this chart caught my eye is because of a support level right there around 22 cents. Held it as a support back here at the end of 2011. Bounced off a bit again yesterday. Actually closed up 8%. Volume picked up a little bit, 262,000 shares traded. It's a thinner traded stock. You can see typically it only trades probably about 100,000 shares a day. But if it can't hold 22, I'd have to look for it to potentially come back down here, down around the 15, 14 cent area. There's a little bit of support, maybe around 16. But there's just not a lot of support in sight if it can't hold 22. I'm looking for it to maintain this channel anyways, so that bottom level would really need to hold. On the north side of things, 50-day moving average is coming right in. See, it's registering 29 cents. And that ties into a really just a general area of resistance. You can see back in through here, 27 cents was the support level. Coming right in through here, it was 28 cents. Resistance ran up to around 30, 31, 32. So that whole area is pretty tough for it, but I'd look for the resistance to start to get pretty stiff around 32 cents. 200-day moving average is coming in there. It was most recently an area of support. Was an area of resistance back in November and December. So if this can continue a push upward, I'd really look for it to hit some resistance right around there. Again, pick back up around 40, but the top end of this channel is up around 50. That's a pretty substantial upside, almost a double from where it is. Now, don't necessarily look for that tomorrow. You can see last time it climbed off this bottom. It took about a month to go up there and hit 50 cents. But as long as this chart can hold this bottom support, start to move its way upward, I'd see how it reacts around 32 cents. See if it can push its way over top of the 50 and 200-day moving averages. And it really increases the odds that it might come up here and challenge 50 cents again. Just a little bit of a different look. When I saw the chart, I thought I'd share it. Those are the type of things that I'll be looking for in DSTI. But as always, it's merely my interpretation. Thank you for watching and trade smart.